Good morning, students. Today's topic is Introduction to Working Capital. So, in this topic, we need to discuss about concepts and characteristics of working capital, factors determining the working capital, estimation of working capital requirements. Right. So, first of all, we need to know what is meant by a capital. So, we all know about capital. So, capital is a liability which we are using to start the business. So capital is invested by the owner in the form of debt and equity. In the form of debt and equity. So capital becomes liability for the business, right? So it's called a capital. So in capital is again divided into two types. One is fixed capital, another one is working capital. So fixed capital. So fixed capital is the capital which we are investing in long term, is called a fixed capital, right? So another one is working capital is the amount which we are investing in short term, right? So short term needs, it's called working capital. For example, creditors, salaries, workers, work paid to the workers, purchase of raw material, right? So these are the examples for working capital, right? So working capital management is one of the most important factor of financial management. It concern with short-term finance of the business concern. So it studies about the liquidity and profitability position of the business. It studies about the efficient use of working capital management. So it studies about the cash related activities in the business. So working capital plays a major role in the business, right? So some of the authors are defined working capital as a working capital means a current assets. So according to Moulton, so according to J.S. Mill, the sum of current assets is working capital of a business. According to Western Bingham, working capital refers to a firm's investment in short-term assets, cash, short-term securities, accounts receivables, and investments, right? So is called there some of the authors define working capital as this. And next, concepts of working capital. So working capital classified as important concepts. So one is gross working capital, another one is net working capital. So gross working capital. So gross working capital is nothing but it's talking about the total current assets. Gross working capital talks about the total current assets. So the investment made by the company into current assets is referred as gross working capital. So current assets nothing but the assets which we are converted into cash within a short period like 1 year, 12 months is called current asset, right? So generally, for example, current assets is cash in hand, bills receivable, sundry creditors, short-term loans, short-term advances, raw material, work in progress, stores and spares, finished goods, temporary investment of surplus funds, prepaid expenses, accrued income. These are all called current assets, right? So gross working capital equals to total current assets. When coming to net working capital, so net working capital is the capital, the difference between current assets and current liabilities of a company is referred as net working capital, right? So generally net working capital equals to current assets minus current liabilities, right? So current assets minus current liability. So in current assets we need to less the current liabilities, so it's called net working capital. So for current liabilities, examples are bills receivable, bills payable, sundry creditors, accounts payable, accrued or outstanding expenses, short-term loans, advances, deposits, dividend payable, bank overdraft, provision for tax. These are called current liabilities, right? Current assets minus current liabilities is called working capital, net working capital. Types of working capital. Working capital can be classified into three important types on the basis of time, right? So lastly we discussed about on the basis of concept. So, at present we are discussing about on the basis of time. So on the basis of time, working capital can be divided into two types. One is permanent and another one is temporary. In permanent, we can divide it regular working capital and reserve working capital. In variable or temporary working capital, we divide it into two types again: seasonal and special working capital. So on the basis of time, first of all we need to know, we need to discuss about permanent working capital. The minimum level of working capital required for the company to manage its operations is referred as permanent working capital. So permanent working capital in the sense the minimum amount which we required for the business to maintain the operations is called permanent working capital in regularly, right? So it is also known as fixed working capital, right? In the regular working capital, so the minimum level of permanent working capital needs for the conversion of from one stage to another, like cash to inventory, inventory to receivables, and receivables to cash, right? So reserve working capital, so in the name in the sense it is indicating reserve working capital. So excess of permanent working capital is called reserve working capital, right? So excess of permanent working capital is called reserve working capital. So next we need to know about variable working capital. A uniform level of current assets is not required to maintain throughout the year by a manufactured unit, right? So based on the demand of the product, based on the requirement, customers requirement in the time, so we need to invest amount on the particular product or particular sector, right? So for example, when we take it as example, Diwali, Christmas festivals are there. So in that time, so in festival season, so we need to go for the market for purchasing of clothes. So for Diwali we need to purchase crackers. So so like this, based on the requirement of the consumer or based on the requirement of the market, we need to invest a particular amount to the particular sector. So seasonal working capital is nothing but the temporary working capital required to meet the normal seasonal demands. So seasonal demands, so fulfilling the seasonal demands, we need to invest a particular temporary working capital for that particular purpose. So special working capital, so special working capital is nothing but uh, to meet the special occasions, right? So we need to meet special occasions. So for that, capital is called as special working capital, right? So what is the need of your working capital? So what is the need of a working capital? So generally, so working capital is essential for the particular business concern. Every business concern need to maintain the amount of working capital for their day-to-day requirements or day-to-day obligations, to meet their day-to-day obligations, right? So based on that, we need to maintain sufficient working capital for the business. So first of all, we need to maintain the particular raw material to manufacture the particular product, right? That's why we need to purchase of raw material and space for require the particular purpose, right? So hence every business concern maintain the certain amount of working capital to purchase raw materials, components, spares, etc., right? And to pay wages and salaries for the workers. So workers is major plays a major role in every business concern, because they are the assets of organization. So that's why we need to respect them, we need to pay for their work. So we need to provide facilities for the employees in their workplace. So that's why we need to we need such type of working capital to meet their requirements of the employees. And the day-to-day expenses. So in every business concern there is a minimum miscellaneous expenses are there. So for operating diaries or fuel, power, office expenses, like that. So we need to maintain that particular amount for the day-to-day expenses and provide credit obligation. So for every business concern, they need to maintain goodwill from outsiders like suppliers, right? So for every business concern, they borrow raw material for credit purpose, and they need to pay after a period. So what period they what period then like.